Hey Skulls, how do you decide whether a trigger movement is the right thing for you or not? On Sundays, I seem to be playing well when I move back and across, but on others, I play better just staying still until the ball is released. Thanks. This is a really interesting one because trigger movements are so individualized. Like some people do it, some people don't. Some of the best players have done it and had a lot of success. Some people like to stand still. I think as you get higher up the levels, and you start to face faster bowlers consistently, you'll see that most players have some sort of trigger movement, whether it's a back and across or a double press back and across and then forward. Most players do something. For me personally, I've never really triggered with my feet. Most of my career, I've sort of tapped, and as the bowler's about to let go of the ball, I'll do another tap for some rhythm. And that's my trigger, is that late tap. Kumar Sangakkara was similar, but I think he might have had like a tap and then back and across, or he probably changed it throughout his career, but he did tap quite late. Most players don't tap super late, but you watch Kohli, he's up, or Smith, he's up, wobbling his bat, and then they do a back and across. This year, and probably my last year of cricket, or one of my last years of cricket, I've decided that as the bowler's running in, it's just a subconscious thing. It's not something I'm saying I want to trigger. I've just been doing a back and across, and I feel like that's giving me a bit more time. I feel like it's getting me in a good position, and I feel quite set here. Some days I'm probably a little bit more off balance when my head goes too far than others when my head's still, but I feel like it's working. It's what I'm wanting to do. It's what my body sort of wants to do. So, Pranav, I would say you want to be consistent. However, you're going to feel different on every day. And Buck, my good mate Buck, always talks about tinkering and finding ways to just make it work and get a little bit better. And I personally don't think it's a terrible thing if some days you trigger and some days you don't, as long as you know where your off stump is and you're then making good decisions. And then the key is to always is, whether you trigger or not, is to be still at release. If you're moving at release, whether you don't trigger and you just fall over, or you trigger and you keep moving, then you're going to get in trouble. So I would say try and have a blueprint. Try and have something. Okay, I'm going to stand still. I'm just going to stand still. That's what my goal or my blueprint is. But some days you'll feel that you'll play better or get in better positions when you do trigger. So completely up to you. I think the best players are consistent in what they do. But like you watch Steve Smith. Some days Steve Smith will do a sort of a smaller trigger back and across. Some days Steve Smith will just trigger here and he'll wobble his bat. Other days he might trigger here and wobble his bat. Some days he triggers with both feet. Some days he triggers and leaves his left foot there and then plays. So he's just obviously formulating a game plan for the bowler, but a lot of the time it would be him just working out what's going to work on that day, how he feels and what's working. So Pranav, hope that helps. No set, hard and fast answer on trigger movements. Everyone's unique. The key is to be still at release. That's the most important thing.